G'day, Steve Morgan, Fishing Monthly Magazine's time for Tackle Fridays again. It's Friday, comes around every week, and a lot of cool stuff to show you today. Just come back from WA last week, had a good day and a bad day. Sort of annoyed that I missed my perfect year. Every year I try to catch a limit in every tournament I fish, and it happened up until day 2 at the Blackwood, and my fish ran out. I went looking for more fish, couldn't find the right number of legal ones, so that happens. But this segment is not about talking about that. This is about talking about all the new and cool stuff that turns up in the Fishing Monthly and ABT offices each week. Gives you a bit of insight into life in the fishing industry. First thing I'll talk about this week is this. This is the new Crush City shirts that are out now. I know the guys at Rapala got these in during the week. They've given me one of these and one of the new Rapala shirts for their upcoming naming sponsor round in the Brim tournaments. We've got the double header coming up in the Tweed and Richmond. One of those is the Crush City round. So the sponsors always like to have you in the right gear. So we'll be wearing this one on the live stream in these events, like all of the Rapala shirts. This one's available now in tackle stores. They're shipping now. Sun protection for the back of your hands. The sleeves are long enough and you can get that sun protection on the back of your hands. Also, it's got the built-in buff, if you like wearing that, and the hood on the back. So so both of those all very sun safe. They're available. I think the recommended retail is $89 at your local tackle store. Any Rapala stockers can get their hands on these right now. One of the bigger things that's happened this week is this. How do you like the wall of TD Black? It's no secret that ever since Daiwa have become the naming sponsor of the Brim series, the Daiwa Brim series, I've been using loaner sets of their in-feet rods. You know, the first time Tom Slater took me through the whole range, I nearly had one of every sort to see what, for all the different techniques that we used. And I matched them with a real mixed match of reels. You know, I had TD soles, I had the Freems, I had a few of the Caldeas. These were some of the prototype Caldeas that I think Tom gave me after they developed them, so I've been using some of those over the years. This is all since about 2020, 2021 when they were doing it. I've got a Revelry here. I've got one of the Certates, the last model Certates that they had. What else do I have? I had some of the old TD Blacks, some of the Legalis, I think they are. Hello, Legalis, yep. The Legalis, the old TD Blacks. A real assortment, and of course I bought one of the Exist. So they were sort of all loaners, plus one of my little nice ones that I bought. Every week people asking, oh, what reel do I need for this rod? What reel do I need for that rod? What's the right rod for the right situation in brim fishing? So I decided to simplify it. Going to give all those ones back, and they've set me up with the new TD Blacks. What do they look like compared to the old TD Blacks? And these are in store now. There's one of the old TD Blacks that I used, and very functional reel. Nothing wrong with them at all. And here's the new TD Blacks at all. They look really nice. They've sort of got a lot of silver accents on them. One of the main differences is it's got a wire air bail on it there, nice refined bail. It's got the MQ, the monocoque design with no screws in the side plate. It's got the mag seal in it as well. So it should be able to take the punishment that it's dish out. The old TDZs did. Sorry, the old TD Blacks did. So the new ones, we'll see how they go. I've got 5 of the 2500 size, and both of these sizes are available in the shallow spool. That's the 2500 shallow spool there. That'll go on the aqua rods, the crab rods, anything I need to take up line quicker. They don't have a 3000 in a shallow spool, so I don't know if I'm going to miss the Revelry in the 3000 that I sometimes use for crabs and for mussels and for aquas. And all the rest of the stuff, I'll be using the 2000 shallow spool there. So takes just a good amount of either the Daiwa Finesse fluorocarbon or a bit of braid for the braid and leader stuff. So in total there's 15 of those there. So I think when you ask me in the future, what reel should I use with my Daiwa in-feet rod, I'll say TD Blacks. And we'll be using those on the live stream and for the Brim tournaments into the foreseeable future. So interesting. I'm going to have a big spooling session. They were nice. They did send lots of 3, 4 and 5 pound J-thread finesse fluorocarbon to go on it. and I'll be looking after these reels as part of the loan kit that they've given me to fish the Daiwa bream series with. So very interesting. I'm going to give those ones back. I'm not giving those to non-boaters. I gave all the hot rods to non-boaters. They're probably going to go back to Daiwa and get recycled somehow amongst some of the anglers or prizes, or who knows what's going to happen with them. So I've got an example here. This is, one of my favourite in-feet light outfits is that 7'5" that I use for stick minnows, ultralight crankbaits, 2-pound line with crabs. For the 2-pound line, I'm still going to have to go to the Yamatoya spinning fluoro. Daiwa J thread only goes down to 3-pound. So when I want to go ultra finesse, I'm still going to have to use the Yamatoya on that. And as I said, and here's an example of the big one. That's the aqua rod. That's the 7'4" solid tip. Love it for the aqua and for throwing maybe big top waters over the flats in Moreton Bay. So I use 4 main rods this year in the new in-feets. That's 7'5" for stick minnows, light cranks, 2-pound line stuff. I use a regular taper, which is the blue, a 7-foot, it's either 7.2 or 7.4. Anyway, for the crankbaits, I've got that 7'4" aqua rod, and I have the 7'8" Z series crab stash muscle rod. So they're the 4. I've got 2 of each of those sitting on board. I've got a couple of other rods for specific purposes, but if you're going to have 4 rods for them, they are the 4 that I would have on my boat for fishing any sort of bream situation around the country. So there you go, big spooling session coming up with those guys. It'll happen before the bream double header, and we'll go from there. Third thing that's turned up this week is some stuff from up north. This is from Audacity Tackle Supplies. They make this thing called a GIMP shrimp. So there's a big one there. No secret that I've really enjoyed through the winter my live scoping of mulloway in the Brizzy River. I'm up to nearly 50 of them now. Just catch them drifting down the middle of the river, throwing at things I see on live scope, mainly with big paddle-tailed soft plastics. But I'm pretty sure that come barra season, these guys are going to do pretty well. They seem pretty well built. They're available in all sorts of sizes. Here's some of the big guys here that are sort of 6-7 inches long. And then they've got some of the smaller ones here. I think some of these guys might be cool for breaming some of the smaller sizes. Interestingly, some of the pre-rigged ones that they sent come with G-Keds rigged, but they actually rig them upside down, so the hook is facing downwards. I haven't put these in the water yet. They only turned up in a package the other day with specific instructions. Here's a pre-rigged one saying there's the tow point. So I love it. It's Morgo proof. I'm not going to tie the tow point to the wrong thing, but these heavily weighted ones with plenty of stingers on them, obviously designed to defeat that suck spit approach of barramundi. So these are called GIMP shrimps, come from up north. They make some other stuff as well. This one here is called is it called the hammerhead or something like that? This one here is interesting. This is a very bait fish. It's like a soft plastic with a paddle tail and a bib. So I'm interested to see what that one looks like underwater. And they do make some big vibes as well. I'm not the world's best vibe fisherman, but big, strongly built vibes by GIMP Lures, the guys at Audacity Tackle Supply. So if you Google GIMP Lures, you can probably see the full range of what they do. And over the following months, when I give these a test, I'll come back and let you know what's happening with them. What else is happening? Tackle Fridays. I'll give you a hint. Tackle Fridays next week may be from Japan. Going on a family holiday for the first time in many, many years. And I'll see if I can do a Tackle Fridays in a tackleberry, if I can find one. It's sort of not about me, it's about the kids over there, so we'll go and we'll see what happens. But I might be able to sneak in there one time of the week and have a tackleberry sort of day. Could be expensive. Anyway, that's it. Tackle Fridays for me. Check out the TD Blacks. They're on sale at the local tackle store. These are on sale at the local tackle store. Don't know how those guys are going to fish. We're going to find out.